What's up, YouTube? eRod212 here with another video. So I went on the hunt this weekend. Wait till you see what I found. All right, so rainy weekend over here in NYC, and just dog. No flea markets open. Really, there was a show out in Long Island. By the time I saw it, it was too late for me to go, so I couldn't make it there. But I found it at an estate sale on Sunday. So shot over to it. It was about a 20-minute ride. By the time I got there, I was number 14 on the line. Fortunately, it hadn't rained at that point. There was just a little mist, but I think the weather kept people away. And the pictures that they had on the advertisement, there was some comics. There was some Silver Age detectives, but nothing, no keys, a bunch of action comics and stuff like that. But when you get on the line, you usually start mingling, talking with everybody. And I realized there were a couple of comic guys ahead of me. So I didn't think I had a shot at getting anything. But you always got to stick around because you never know how much real knowledge these guys have over, just fly-by-night people who grab issue number ones and covers that attract them. Whatever we collect, it is what it is. But sometimes we get lucky. So, sure as shit, wait online. It took me about an hour to get in to the venue. I was number 14. I gotta tell you, pretty funny. I had an entitled woman behind us. She was like number 27 and up at the front of the line, banging on the door, complaining that why is it taking so long? When are we ever going to allow people in? And if you've been to these estate sales, they only allow a certain amount of people. They have to control the venue, so they only allow a certain amount of people in. This place had posters. He had foreign posters. He had Star Wars posters, martial arts posters. Those were all upstairs in the attic. Plus, he had a whole bunch of toys, trinkets, and there was some comic books. But this woman was just complaining, banging on the door. The guy comes out, he gives a great answer. He's like, would you like me to tell everybody that's inside that they have to leave because you want to come in? And it kind of shut her up, and you heard some snickering, so then she got a little snide, and then, of course, right away, the guy was snotty. But just listen, you come into these things, there's going to be a wait. Sit and wait like everybody else. I mean, my opinion, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I mean, how would you feel if you saw that? I got there earlier to get my number, and I waited. That's what we do, It's part of the grind if we're going to do this, so wait. But anyway, got in, and it was a table of comics and a small box on the floor. You could tell all of those Silver Age detectives and action comics were gone. So somebody had grabbed them up, and there was also a short box to the back that they told me belonged to somebody who had already picked those out. So couldn't get to those. So I figured, slim pickings. But I look, and right on the pile is a Bronze Age key, and a nice key at that. Not what, not a first appearance of some blah, blah, blah. This is a major Bronze Age horror key, okay? But, so, snatched that book up, and it had 2 books in it. Some of these bags had 2 books inside of them. So, that was a bonus. But let me show you what I found, all right? And we'll go through them. So I found X-Force number 2, and everybody has this, but this was a newsstand edition, so it was worth taking. And the thing with this, there's no prices there, so you have to bring it up to them, and then they give you a price. So last time I went, I spent $100, and I think I did well. I kind of like tripled my money in value. So this time around, I'm expecting similar prices, but lo and behold, prices were better. But I found this there too, and that's Ghost Rider 31, and this is the first full appearance of the Midnight Suns. This book was super hot for a while. It's cooled down, but this is still a great book to own. This was a twofer, so this was Deadpool Funeral for a Freak number 4. This was on the back, and the front cover was that tribute to Conan. This is Deadpool Merc with a Mouth number 1. What's it, Savage Tales of Conan, the magazine. So I grabbed this, like a $10 book, There was some Bronze Age stuff there. This was one of the better ones, in shape at least. Creatures on the Loose, number 13. The guy did have a horror type of theme, but it was all over the place. Now, this was a really nice find. It's Monsters of Frankenstein. What's it? Yeah, the Monster of Frankenstein but it is one of those from the 1970s with the record inside of it. And this is really, really clean, and it had the record, and the record looked pretty nice. So to find these complete, not an easy task. There was another one there, but it was missing the record, so I was fortunate to get this. And this is like a $25 find. Then you had right here, you had this right there, Monsters Unleashed. Don't even know the issue on this, but this is Boris Vallejo. Great iconic cover by Boris Vallejo, and this is probably like a fine copy, maybe a fine plus. It really presents nice, and that's gorgeous. Vallejo's covers are just fantastic. You guys know I like these. So Deadly Hands of Kung Fu #5. Had to take that early on in the issues. And Deadly Hands of Kung Fu #31. I believe this goes up to 35, but it had a white tiger cover, so I was definitely gonna grab that. Iron Fist, Shang-Chi, and the white tiger together. Doesn't get much better than that. So I finished the table, and always, just a tip, always ask, do you have any more comics? So the guy was like, yeah, we just put that box there, but that's newer stuff. So I look in it, and it's a lot of 90s Drac. That kind of filler stuff. Cable and X-Force and all of that stuff, but none of the keys. But this was there. New Mutants Annual #2. And this is the first appearance of Psylocke. So this was sitting in there. This is like a $35, $40 book. So sitting in a bin, in a box, just sitting there, unbagged, unboarded. And it's in good shape for a book that wasn't bagged or boarded. I'll take that. And then finally, I'm going to show you the last two books that I mentioned before. And that was on the table, Bronze Age horror. So sitting on the table was this. First appearance of Jack Russell, Werewolf by Night, Marvel Spotlight #2. First Jack Russell. Probably in like a 4.0, 3.5 to a 4.0. Probably, 3.0 to a 3.5. Being conservative. First appearance of Jack Russell. Still a $150 book. So, and behind it was the second appearance. About the same condition. 3540 VG books. But these two together, that whole pile together, how much did I pay for it? Ready for this? Yup. Can you believe that? Now that's a steal. That was a good hunt day. I was super happy with the prices, super happy with it. And it just goes to show you, just because you're not #1 or #5, there's still hope. Because I watched numerous people go through those piles. And that Werewolf by Night was sitting on the top of the pile and nobody touched it. So, I mean, wow. Just wanted to give a shout out to everybody who's been coming out and supporting Whatnot, man. I appreciate you guys. Attack on Tuesdays. Make sure you're following every Tuesday and Thursday nights on Whatnot. And the Principal Defects, Very Gary, bringing something really unique, and I'm going to be a part of this, so you're not going to want to miss this, because this is going to be a lot of fun on Whatnot. Watch the end, but I just want to thank you guys, appreciate it. Check out my website, leave me comments, let me know what you think of it. Until the next video, peace.
What is up, everybody? We are back here for another auction. Bring Tank on. And then we're going to swing over to me.
Tank is exactly what you think Jay's dog would look like.
Oh, God. Fight me.
13. I got 15 pages in this damn thing, so probably not. Fuck. You know what? Forget it. Throw that one away. We're going to the next one.
Number 650 will get the book.
Number 6.
Oh, really? So the person who is your... Can you track that?
Actually, we can't. So you know what we'll do?
That was amazing. That was amazing. Jay.
That's right, guys. We are coming back. We've gone from YouTube to Whatnot. Same group, same great books, same great sellers, and this wouldn't have happened without my man, Matty Forge.
Yeah, guys, a lot of work went into this on the tech side. We've been trying to get everything together to make this perfect, to go from YouTube over to Whatnot. A lot of good work, but this is like a new chapter, so we had to come up with that new name. So we got the Defective Collective, as you can see above. The Butch, you know, we had to head in with something nice for this first show. What do you got, bro? What do you think we should do?
Well, guys, you know, we already took over the YouTube auctions. Now it's time to take over the Whatnot auctions. And what better way to do that than to give away a Sony PlayStation 5 God of War Ragnarok Edition going out to somebody in the chat.
That's right, guys. We are going to open up big Friday, May 12th, 8 o'clock Eastern. Make sure you check it out. Give Pressable Defects a follow. Give Very Gary Comics a follow on Whatnot. And remember, wherever you're watching this video, down below in the description, there is a link for $10 off your first purchase. Come hang out with us, the new Defective Collective on Whatnot. Again, Very Gary Comics and Pressable Defects.